Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to call the December 15th, 2025 Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Ann Barney is absent with notice. Everybody else is here. That would be Charlie, Steve, Jenny, and me. I'm Andy. First item on the agenda. We are going to do the substation loan paperwork signing.
Okay, we were gonna have him do this as one motion. Okay. So we got a long process for the first one. Each
Okay.
of these items needs to be voted on, but you could read each item and vote as a whole.
We have already voted on this. However, we have to vote again. I believe, correct?
There's some other things in there that you haven't done.
Okay. So we have voted to authorize the issuance of $2.2 million general obligation notes. And we have voted to sell said note to the purchaser. We have voted to issue the note. We have voted that the note shall be a general obligation of the issuer. We have voted to authorize at least a majority of governing board and treasurer to sign the note and have such signatures to be printed in facsimile. We voted to authorize the treasurer to deliver the note to the purchaser. We voted to authorize a majority of the governing board and treasurer to execute and deliver a signature and no litigation certificate. Voted to authorize the issuer to serve as its own paying agent in respect to the note. I guess we just need a confirmation on that.
Vote in the affirmative.
Yeah. So I'll make a motion that we reapprove that vote.
I'll second that.
So I have a motion and a second to affirm the previous vote. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 401.
Okay, there's 3 copies.
Oh, great.
Wow. I just need you to sign.
We have to sign all 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one is the signature of no litigation certificate with receipt.
I don't need to sign it.
Yeah, you do.
You do, it's just, they're going around. So 3 copies. That one, you don't need to do anything special with that, just.
Just sign them?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
I'll hold under the pen, there's more coming.
Yeah. Hope this doesn't mean we have to just pay it back. Yeah, it's been a while.
Just a day or two.
Mhm.
Alright, for the next set. So this is the tax certificate and, it's the same thing.
We don't need a motion or anything on this.
Nope. You're empty-handed, Charlie.
Yes, we're moving it on.
So, what is this? Business online,
That's the online banking.
right,
Yeah, that's part of the work on setting up the sweep accounts.
right,
That, I don't think that has to be done.
No.
like,
No,
no.
I think the other one, it's the
I
ACH.
signed this. Oh, I didn't.
Alright, this one is the note itself.
Oh, wait a sec, there's a second one there I gotta sign too. Yeah, guess who's second one? Kick it back to you. Take it down. Let me get this one.
Nope, the other one's for Linda.
Oh, okay. All right. We're all set then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they? Can you have an oil pen?
No answer. Stamps?
This thing. People have auto pens.
This is the other one. Okay, this next one, oh, sorry, didn't. Good. Next one is the line of credit rider. Same thing. And the listed packet is three sets of the same thing, if for you to sign on the last page. Bambi didn't give a specific contact. You and Linda are both listed on this, but I only need one signature because we signed it.
Okay. Linda,
I was gonna have Linda sign it.
Linda, she's treasurer.
Well, cause, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We can have Jen sign it. Just gotta go back.
You're gonna have to sign all these.
No, if Anne's not here tonight, then
Okay.
Anne doesn't need to come back and sign. Cause what will happen is you're signing tonight, tomorrow I have to give it to them, the physical original copies. So
I believe the fund has come available 18th.
so the bank will do their part of the closing on the 18th.
Some hard fought money.
We had a lot of hoops we had to jump through.
Don't say.
Neat.
I gotta have you do that again. You signed in the print section of the IRS form. That's okay. It's printed assumption. Oh, wait, we don't need three of these ones. No, so if you can just.
That's what payment did.
2027. Believe March,
June, I thought,
June.
6/18 or 27, I believe.
Oh, my apologies. Yes, 6/18/27.
Yeah, it's on the thing.
Yep. So there's a draft amortization schedule. You don't need to sign these, but they sent them over just so you could take a look.
The interest accrues from the time we take the money.
Right, well, what's the first draw? It'll start.
Wait until the middle of 27.
Yeah.
We just pay interest as we use it.
Interest and principal.
Yeah, so you'll see the first payment is interest.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a principal payment and then we'll do a principal and interest payment.
Okay, I have one second on those. They were voted as a revenue bond, not a general obligation bond. When did they become a general obligation bond?
So the bond council had advised them to make it a general obligation bond with the understanding that it would be a revenue bond. So because the board of selectmen said it'd be paid from user fees from the electric department, the fallback is that if for some reason the electric cannot, you could go back to the taxpayers.
Well, now my question is now that if they're considering it a general obligation bond, we could have gone with bond bank. So Makes no sense. So are the taxpayers on the hook or are the users on the hook? It's what I wanna know,
Well,
because any general obligation bond is on the taxpayers. I really don't care which way it goes, but
I was
I
under I was under the impression as the ratepayer.
Yeah, I was under the impression it was the ratepayer also.
okay,
I mean, you were
Does it-
here for the meetings too.
Yeah.
And that's what we.
I was
explained.
pretty sure that it was the ratepayers.
right, well, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything there where it said anything about revenue.
And you know what? I don't remember seeing anything about revenue either.
No. But the initial vote, that's what it was,
Yes,
so.
Well, wouldn't the town?
It's the
ultimately
same
be
vote.
responsible?
so if the electric department cannot pay, which you intend to pay through user fees, if the electric department could not pay, the way that bond council had instructed the warrant article to be written was so that you could go back on the tax base if
Yeah.
for some reason something happened to the electric department. If you didn't do that, then you'd be in a much different situation.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
the only way we got the terms that we got because.
right.
And the
Right.
rates would be
Guaranteed,
different. Yeah.
it's the ratepayer, but the ratepayer, then the taxpayer, if there's a default.
So basically, it's like the taxpayer co-signed this loan.
Essentially.
Yeah, yes, right.
Yeah.
And then, and if the taxpayers don't pay, then it's the five of us, you know. Yeah, that's the way the bank works, yeah. But I think the positive side of that is we got better terms because of that. Because it's a better guarantee for, the repayment. Although I think it's notable, and I think that's, the standardization says
That all.
that $2.3 million. We pay back 3.5. Is that?
I don't think there's any early payment penalty either. So
So it would behoove us to do that.
it's a 20-year note,
Give
and
you a
if
blank
you
one.
can find a way to shorten the term, you'll save on interest.
I think it's noteworthy, we had a lot of discussion about, the covering ongoing maintenance. Would have been a lot less expensive if we covered ongoing maintenance as opposed to having to float them down.
Oh, okay, well, I'll have to do it tomorrow. Because I don't have my driver's license with me.
Okay, we all set with this?
Um,
But not driver's license.
Linda you need to sign these three.
Okay.
Okay, I need Steve and Charlie's license. And then you are fully signed on your paperwork after that. I have your license. So listen. I don't.
He was holding back on you.
He was like, she won't notice. That's it. Linda's signing the last few pieces. So as far as you're concerned, we can move on.
Okay, who's gonna speak to the electric write-offs?
Oh, okay. So
We can move that.
Kelly and I, have been working on the inactive accounts for the electric department. Trying to work through who we had forwarding addresses for. So I actually have a separate list of people that we're going to try to recoup funds that left town without paying their final bill. The list that was provided to you was the one of people we don't have any forwarding addresses. They've skipped town. Or some of them are deceased and their estate won't pay us for their final bill. So we're looking to clean up those accounts for the end of the year. I don't want to say anyone's names on there. I don't think that's appropriate, but
You can see a pattern though.
What period of time were these accumulated over?
some of them are as old as 4 years old, and some of them are a year old. So you'll see like second from the bottom on the front page, that person left in early of 2024. We have knowledge of that person and I don't
You're gonna get paid.
No, so we're looking to just kind of clean things up if you're in agreement. Those that we did have forwarding addresses who are just simply not paying us, we're trying to work with the lawyers to get a procedure put in place to kind of do certified mailings and then understand the threshold for civil litigation, where that payout comes from. So we have a separate list going with those accounts. And then the third sheet was actually people whose deposits we need to refund, so. But these are ones that we tried to go through and figure out if there was any way of knowing where they went. And if there was, could we contact them?
We're collecting.
And we don't have any information on them.
So going forward,
You can see the path.
yeah.
Yeah, there is a pattern, for sure. And a lot of this happened prior to the 30-day, right? These happened well over a year ago. So
Well, the 30 days been in the policy for quite some time. It
It
just
has.
wasn't.
being
Enforced.
followed. Yeah,
Yeah.
enforced.
Yeah, so you're really telling us how important it is to monitor
Mhm.
Yes.
these payments that aren't made, because we get stuck. Or the
Well,
ratepayer gets stuck
Let's see, $18,000 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on nothing.
That's a total 18, right? Right.
Yes.
Yeah, they can.
Thank-
And especially where, we note the pattern of, where
Locations.
non-payments are occurring, and we particularly pay attention to that.
Deposits. Strictly following the policy on deposits will help curb some of that.
Thank you for changing that policy, because,
No, I didn't change it. I'm just enforcing what you already had.
okay. So we didn't need a new town manager, we just needed the town manager to do the job. Is that what you're saying?
No. Whatever. No, I just didn't follow the policy, that's all.
Okay, so what do you need for us? You need a motion?
Emotion.
Mhm.
I'll make the motion to process the write-offs as detailed and that was passed around for a total of $18,053.62.
I'll reluctantly second that. So I have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I have a question, where do we, not to get down to specifics, but you can see where these are.
Mhm.
Are you doing more forceful shut-offs? Because some of these bills are pretty big, so it's.
We are.
Twofold, right? We're gonna work on the deposits, reconfiguring the deposits to be higher,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And enforcing shut-offs.
Yeah, so
You
in
can't
the,
shut off, I know you can't shut off now, it would not,
in the policy, if you picked any one of those addresses,
Yeah.
it would be the new tenant coming in, it would be the 3 highest months
okay,
would be the deposit.
oh, that's what they're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
To start out with.
okay.
And then after a year, we'll reevaluate.
Yeah.
We may lessen the deposit a little bit. But we've got to cover
Yeah,
and do away with that skipping out on us.
Yeah.
We've reduced, with the way we process collections and everything. At one point I reported to you were 159,000 in non-collect. I believe we're probably down around 36,000 now, so. Just need to sign somewhere here. Or is it down near the bottom?
Last line.
Customer signature.
Yeah. So, yeah, just following the policy, we're tightening it up.
Next item on the agenda, Thompson Street Water Project updates.
All right, so again, without using names, we have a new line on Thompson Street with clean water. So those locations are in your packet. We would like to go back to regular billing for said locations. Effective January 1, which would be the February bill.
So they're completely back to good water. There's
That's my understanding is that their
Yeah.
water is clear because they're on the new line.
And they're delighted that they have clean water for the first time in a long time.
Good.
I believe they'll be happy to go back to paying their bills.
Well, they get it reduced right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll make a motion to return the 6 properties back to full
Well, right.
water bills, full rate water bills.
I'll second that.
So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Just a follow-up comment on this, I mean, this is something that we were able to bring about because the town, we, with our resources, got involved in this project and were able to perform this.
Do that one section.
Yeah,
Yes.
at a cost that was, you know, it had a cost.
At least
but-
300,000 less than it.
Yeah, it was much better than the alternative, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's an example of using town resources and applying them to keep costs under control. And I think that's a good formula. We need to consider that more in the future.
Can we morph into that second part of that, would be?
Go for it.
So the second part is we did get a grant for the waterline project that we're known at Thompson. And you guys have already voted to raise and appropriate, I think it was over 6 million.
It was over
6.2.
6 million,
Yeah.
yes.
So just to do the waterline project, which we got a grant for, it's 4,811,000. And it's a 50% forgiveness. You all had voted Fred in as a signer on needed documents to finish the paperwork. So you'll have to vote to appoint me as signer so I can finish the paperwork with DES and it'll go to the executive council in the spring. Go out for bid this winter, the project, and hopefully shovel in the ground in the spring after the frost is out.
So I'll make a motion to make Ron the signature on the water project.
Second,
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Can't be that done tomorrow. That's
Next item I have on the agenda is the meeting schedule.
I fixed the September date. Thank you for picking that up to the 14th.
Okay. So I went through and checked all the dates. I found one that was on a holiday and we changed it. So,
good catch.
Yeah, just trying to bring you here on Labor Day.
no, you didn't.
I didn't. Mm.
yeah. Everybody happy with that schedule?
If something comes up, you guys can
December,
change anything.
yeah, December 21st is pretty close to next Christmas. Today's the 15th?
Yeah.
Would it make more sense to do 7th and the 14th next December and not worry about Christmas?
On our calendar.
That just leaves us 3 weeks
3 weeks for what?
Not having a meeting.
not having a meeting.
Yeah, we've done that
Yeah.
before.
We do that when you have,
Yeah.
I mean, people want to travel around Christmas or whatever, I mean,
I mean, you could do it that way. What's the second November date on there? The 16th?
16th.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have so you could either do November 30th, go above, or you could go below. Either way.
it might be November 30th and then just.
And then you could do November 30th and December 14th, and then you'd 3 weeks.
yeah, that'd be great.
So we'd only have one meeting in December.
Two. Well,
Well, yeah,
technically.
Yeah, November 30th, pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think too tight to the Christmas schedule for everybody is probably gets in the way.
Is everybody comfortable with that change?
Okay. So we'll do November 30th and December 14th. Okay.
You make new ones every day.
Okay,
Perfect.
takes care of that. Transfer station fees, Greg.
Yeah, did you guys have a chance to look over all that?
They just got it tonight.
Did you, look, anybody have any questions on reading that?
Probably how you came to the formula. The increases is why you went where you did.
Yeah, so anyway, we're pretty close to, I just wanna go up because. So for instance, when we collect. Somebody demolishes something in their house. It's pretty dry. We throw it down there, it gets a little wet. So if you look at what we're paying right now, what it's costing us now. It's 7.724 cents. So it's getting up there, the fees for the transport and everything. So I'm pretty close to 8 cents. I'm not making any money to certify the scale. For the extra rain, when it rains on it, it gets a little heavier. So going up to 10 cents a pound will give me that buffer when it rains on it, and then they weigh it and they, because there's a difference. So I want to go up a little bit, just 10 cents. And the same with the shingles. I expect there to be an increase next year. I've already talked to the vendors and everything. They think everything's going to go up, and I explained that down there, what we think it's going to go up to. So I'd like to just bring it across the board to 10 cents, just to make sure we can be within we're not losing money. Puts a little bit in the bank for us so we can have the scale certified and maintained and all that good stuff. And then we got some people, like, they dump off some unsorted material. There could be metal in it and stuff like that. And I gotta send my guys down there and help those guys. We have to have a loader down there. And so when that happens, I'd like to go up to 15 cents a pound. And we already have that kind of divided out on our scale slip anyway. So that's, just becoming more and more routine that we have to go down there and pull metal out of that pile. And I just want to make them pay for our time doing that. So,
So if the materials were sorted by,
yep, and they
The
have
dump
the option
fee.
to sort it and take it out before they bring it.
qualify for the
They can
lowest,
put the metal pile in free. But if they choose to go over the scale, then I gotta go down there with a loader, like we've had to help Shelley and Henry before and pull things out, rip things apart. So I'd like to go up to that when people choose not to take time to
sort their stuff.
sort their stuff.
Who are the primary users of that? Is it commercial dumpies or residential?
Well, people like Ranlet goes over the scale. But that's garbage, so we'll still continue with his fee will go up to 10 cents as well. But.
What? But I mean, was there any thought to differentiating commercial users and residential users? Does that make any sense? I'm thinking that commercial users are the bulk of it, the volume. Maybe,
Rate.
yeah, maybe residential users get a
Well, I
little
don't
break.
think there's a lot of commercial people that come in,
You
not with regular wood.
Yeah, we have three
Okay, this-
commercial haulers that we,
Well, for trash,
yeah,
but not for trash.
yeah.
Okay, no, we're talking about
You're
the
talking about,
C&D.
Yeah,
like, there's no builders in town that come in. There's somebody building a house in Ashland or demoing a house in Ashland.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
That's a different thing.
Yeah,
So they wouldn't, this is just simple down to the point. We can talk offline, but we can make some money, just put some money in the bank if we do it this way.
a lot of the people that demo and then building a new home or whatever will have roll-off containers on
Delivery.
site.
Yeah.
But for the small guy, he'll come down with his trailer every now and then.
I don't think our C&D, our regular true C&D has changed much over the years. It's kind of consistently stayed about the same.
the volume.
But it's the cleanouts that we get, and I've dealt with it a lot, people someone dies and we do a big clean out and it just all goes into a dumpster. And then they dump it. And then I have to sort it with my guys. So I just wanna capture a little bit of that. we can keep it at 10 cents if you want, but
Well, no, the sorting's a big issue.
it takes time.
That's the labor.
Yeah, it's the labor, so
Yeah.
other towns are charging up to that, so I went through and I checked other towns and for unsorted construction to me, that's what they're
That's what they're
charging.
charging.
I think it's a good.
So somebody will check and we'll follow up, but I mean,
We always do, yes,
Good.
absolutely. Yeah, when that load goes in, we check it. We have to, we can't just, it wouldn't be right for us to send metal. Pay for metal to go out. I'm not doing that. It's not right for the town to do that. So we always check what's in that pile. We pull out the metal. That we can recycle.
what's the current provision for toxic chemicals or, house paints and,
We can't bring them in at all.
okay, so.
You have to wait for the household hazardous waste day. In Plymouth or Littleton.
Okay,
That's,
so.
that's every other year, right?
No, it's every year.
Every year.
In
We
September.
pay our dues, so you can
Okay.
go to that twice a year.
Oh, Lincoln. That's
If you
every
either go
other
to
year.
Plymouth or Littleton.
Yep.
Ashland residents are on the list,
I think it's spring
spring and fall.
and fall. It's like September and
Yeah.
May, I wanna
Yeah.
say. We posted on the website.
So we'll have to, probably at the next meeting, do a public hearing on
Yeah,
this.
well,
It'd be
I think
January,
we need
took
2
care of
weeks.
that. Did we
January 5th.
Remember
January
Frank
5th is your
was
next
here?
meeting.
Did he take care of that so it wouldn't be needed, just your authorization? Maybe Marissa remembers
I don't believe it was done.
last year around this time, he made a provision with you guys voting to allow scale changes and fee changes to occur without a public. We can still do a public hearing, it's fine.
I think we need to do a public hearing, just to cover the base, and then we can check on it.
so it'd be the 5th, would be 2
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah, so we need to post that.
Yeah.
Is everybody in favor of doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. At least
So it'll be
enough
the
information.
Meeting of the 5th, Craig, will be the public hearing on it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we'll.
Yep.
If everything.
Yep.
And then just, I might have some information ready for that too. I'm getting, so mattresses are a big thing. So I'm obtaining quotes and our mattresses are gonna go up to $35 a piece to get rid of.
Wait a minute, you can almost buy with mattresses.
Send them to restore. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody in the whole district is up in arms.
There's gonna be a lot of mattresses in the woods.
Well, it's taking up a lot of space in the landfill.
They don't, Casella doesn't wanna put them in their landfill anymore. So they're recycling them and it costs money to recycle them.
So we're gonna end up with them on the side of the street.
Yeah, you're gonna dump them.
When it's not affordable to get rid of them.
So if you guys wanted to eat the cost of it, it would cost me $40 a mattress. To throw it in my construction to bring in Casella, we'll take care of it from there for $40. So if you wanted to eat the cost and charge what we're currently charging, that could be up to you guys.
We get a tub grinder. Run them through a tub grinder and shred them.
That's what a lot of places do with their C&D.
Oh, yeah,
They have a tub grinder and they grind everything.
there's been some talk about somebody buying a tub grinder and taking C&D from the surrounding towns and making money on it.
Mm-hmm.
We've had
You
people,
can make money, you can take everybody's C&D and throw it in there.
sure, we've been talking to people about this C and D waste. It sounds like it's getting more and more expensive for us to process it.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And I just wanna put that in the equation here because I think, some of us are looking at solutions to that problem because we just can't have a forever cost increase.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're looking at that plant, because that plant will certainly eat up all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's a benefit and.
Everybody in the whole district, and when they told us about the increase in that,
Yeah,
I'm like, what? They're gonna find them all over the back,
absolutely.
so. Just to keep you aware, I'm working on a company to. I gotta hold 50 mattresses down somewhere down there,
Yeah,
keep them dry,
yeah, they don't store well.
so I gotta figure all that stuff out for you guys, so.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda, the minute the minutes for October 20th. That was one of the joint meetings, Selectmen and Budget Committee. Has everybody had a chance to look at these? I'll take a motion on the 20th.
Thank you, Linda.
I'll move,
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
I'll move for the 20th.
So I have a motion. And I'll make a second. A motion and a second to approve the meeting minutes for the 20th. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And the next meeting minutes that we have are Tuesday, December 2nd.
That was your public hearing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you needed for your loan documents.
And we approved all the budgets.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for December 2nd.
I'll second again. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. EDC is here to talk to us tonight. Before we do that, do we have any, old business? Any selectmen's items? I have one selectman item I want to bring up. We have gotten away from, used to be Thursday was a cutoff point. If you didn't notify the town manager, you needed to come before this board on Thursday. You got put off for the next meeting. We've had a rash of people coming on Monday saying they needed to get to the board. I think it's time that we enforce that, go back to it. And that way we can at least have time to do some research
So Thursday.
on what's Thursday is the
before
cutoff.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, Fred used to do Thursday at noon. Just in case, so.
Your choice.
That's up to you.
I'll give them till 4 o'clock.
That's
Till
fine.
it close.
I think that's
Yeah.
4 o'clock is good.
Okay, do we have any other selectmen items?
Well, I just, piece of news that I think just needs to get out is the beach, grant being
That's why,
approved.
that's why they're
Oh,
here.
is that why they're gonna
That's
talk?
what it
That's why they're here.
Great, I'm not gonna take their thunder then, but I'll make sure we get that.
Wasn't even a rainstorm.
Okay, you guys go for it.
Go ahead.
She's got some, she has a summary that was,
Summary
done up by, Alan Levinson. In the interest of being transparent with what we're trying to do, or with the Economic Development Committee, which is, the group of folks that have been appointed by the selectmen. Two of the select board members are on this committee, so we're hoping that those two members consistently update for selectmen. So the Ashland Waterfront redevelopment project was something that was authorized last March at town meeting, and it basically gave the EDC the right to seek and apply for grants to develop a comprehensive plan to enhance recreational value and overall appeal of the beach area, which is now being called the Ashland Waterfront Redevelopment Project. And again, it's basically to develop the waterfront as a foundation for increased economic activity and enhanced standard of living in the town and the region. Like Charlie just said, last December 8th, we were notified that we were awarded $50,000 by the Northern Border Regional Commission. The grant program that goes to nonprofits or governmental entities to basically enhance the lives of citizens in the communities. So we consulted with officials from the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, my department as well, which we visited the site. The folks at Northern Border Regional Commission were impressed by the location and the potential for expanding recreational uses and contributing to the town's economic growth, which again is the mission statement of the Economic Development Committee. Just highlighting some of Ellen's summary here. So on October 6th, the Board of Selectmen approved the submission of this grant application. And an article for the March 26th town warrant securing a $50,000 match. I want to point out that although the request is going to be for $50,000 match, it doesn't mean that the town will be solely responsible for this match. We are going to be reaching out to state entities like the Community Development Finance Authority who do these types of grants in order to help us offset the match for this grant. Total cost of this feasibility study is $100,000. And the town basically will hire consultants to prepare this study for the redevelopment plan of the Ashland waterfront. I want to underline to everyone that there's no presupposed or suggested plans for this site. At this point, that's what the consultants are going to be for. So there's no preconceived plan, if you will, or arrangements that have been made to do whatever on that project. This is going to be determined by the consultants that are going to be hired to do this feasibility study. So, you know, bottom line, none of this happens without any permission from the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, who are going to be addressing things like runoff, sand leaching, and environmental issues. So this grant that was received is for nothing more than doing a feasibility study to see how we can enhance the waterfront. And I want to also underline that I guess there have been comments made around town that this may not be for public use. That's false. This is not a river edge marina project, like I guess some folks are assuming that it is. This is a town of Ashland public project to enhance that waterfront area for the citizens and those who visit Ashland.
It'll be a public access property.
Correct. This is not a marina controlled, a marina, designed project at all. This is a town of Ashland redevelopment project to enhance the property and to make it more usable by Ashland residents.
And a desirable property for the benefit of Ashland residents.
They don't make any more land on the beachfront
Right.
on Squam Lake, so.
We don't have a plan because this is what is going to be developed. But
Correct.
I think we all need to be clear that the objective here is to come up with a beach property that, is a valuable town asset that enhances being a resident of Ashland.
Right.
At least in the summertime.
Right.
Cause you're looking at now, the facilities are old, the bathhouses were old and stuff, and so you need to,
Right,
before you start piecemealing,
right.
get a plan, but we need to know, because we don't want to negatively impact the channel. We don't want to impact the people who are around it.
Well, I think exactly,
That's why
Jenny, we want to positively impact it. I mean,
we don't want it, right.
We want to
But
correct some of the
I
problems that
I think
exist.
it's important to point out that, you know, there shouldn't be any preconceived, or what are they doing and how's this gonna, you know, change the, you know, the actual waterfront. I mean, you know, we have money to do this feasibility study to enhance that area of waterfront and to make, you know, to enhance the lives of our citizens. And so to get into the weeds beforehand and diagnose it and say, are they gonna do this, gonna do that? No, let's do the feasibility study, because the other, I think, very important issue that I'd like to underline is that, you know, there are people watching down below as to how this town is gonna handle this grant. And if we are going to do other enhancement projects in this town, I'm thinking about projects that will create new jobs. And again, make lives better for our taxpayers, enhance the tax base, which is badly needed in this town. You know, if this doesn't go smoothly, if you will, the next time you go back, they're gonna say, well, you know what, we have other requests and demands throughout the state, and, you know, I just think it's important to handle this particular grant, you know, in a positive and productive manner.
On my expectation, and you can expand on this. Okay, we get the engineering, the study done.
Mhm.
And so we start seeing, based on what they come back with, the environmental and all of that stuff.
Right.
Of what we can do. And then we'll start laying out some possible enhancements, and then we'll make them public and have meetings where people can come in and look at it
Right,
and give their input.
yeah.
And so this won't be done in a vacuum, it'll be done out there.
Oh, wait, you know, I
We
mean,
need to know, we want to know what people who live here.
right, but there's no vacuum. I mean, I
Right.
hate to even hear somebody say that.
Right.
Because there's been,
But there's,
these meetings have been public meetings, they're recorded.
Yeah.
Everybody is welcome, so there's no vacuum at all, there never has or will be.
so once we do get the possibilities from the study, we start laying it out. We'll have meetings where people can come see and put their input, and they go, you know, and we want their ideas too of what they think is
Absolutely,
important.
absolutely, because somebody's gonna have to pay for all this. This is not gonna be a $50,000 project.
No, the
You
other
know,
thing,
So again, once we go through that whole process, you know, and get approvals from all involved, then we gotta start all over again with grant writing and looking for funding.
we're looking at potential fundraisers that what
That's
other
it.
communities
Yep,
have
yep.
done.
Right.
So it's not necessarily all gonna be paid for by tax dollars.
Absolutely
We're
not.
looking
That's
for
not the
other,
plan, but again, there are people watching how we're gonna handle this.
Right,
And if
right.
it's not handled in an upbeat, positive way, good luck getting money for
Right.
this.
right,
you know.
but we're, you know, looking at, so it's
Absolutely.
just like step one
Yep,
towards something that we think.
yeah,
will-
this is well said. This is step one.
Yep.
We have plenty of other steps to go through after this, so.
So as far as transparency, I've heard that we haven't been transparent, but our meetings have been recorded. I think it might help if the members of the committee had emails.
You want your personal phone numbers with the emails too, or?
No.
Well, it's been mentioned about business cards. What good does it do when you don't have an email or a phone number to put on it, you know?
Well,
So we
give
gotta,
me a town contact. Well, I mean,
Right.
we don't need personal information, being disclosed, but
Right,
if somebody on the Economic Development Committee is out and about and speaking to people, which I
be
really think
helpful.
it's something they should be doing,
Right,
right? I mean, there has to be a way to introduce themselves. They have to be able to be, have credentials that indicate they're legitimate.
yeah,
And if there's follow-ups, call somebody. I
or an
mean,
email, having an email,
Yeah.
And then
Right,
also-
a group, individual emails, but, perhaps a town number where, that you could register a
Right.
call to.
Well, it would
Manager's
help
office.
because I have tried to, well, I've gone and represented our committee, say at the library, taking, as a photojournalist.
Yeah.
To introduce, articles to the papers, and they don't know me.
right,
They have no idea who I am.
right,
And
it would be
That's,
helpful,
and also the newspapers ask, well, who are you?
right, they do.
yeah, and they want a credential.
They want a credential, and so if there was a business.
Tell them to look at the website.
Well, for the paper,
Well,
I do, but
You know what, he brings an important point. I think going forward, we're gonna have to be diligent about making sure that we post regularly on the website. This summary
Yeah,
that Ellen just, did for us is going on the website.
Right.
We're gonna be voting on it on Wednesday.
Right.
And then I believe Ron will be posting it, after Wednesday, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct on that,
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
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 So that's a very important
That's
point,
important point, yeah,
is that, let's make sure that website is right there for everyone to
So-
see. And this is what the project is about, this is who we are and where we are, and
so where on the website does it go? Is it easily found?
under the Economic Development
yeah,
Committee.
it would be under economic
Under, okay.
development.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our other issue that we need to work through is apparently our minutes haven't been on the website.
they're on the web, they should be on their website,
Since June 17th.
no. They were there,
They were.
because I was sending them, and now Bonnie's
Yeah.
been sending them, they were there, well, look, because they were there.
The budget has taken a huge chunk of time.
But
But we're through the budget. They should be catching up.
okay,
Ron will look into it.
okay.
but ours,
He's
Luann,
looking for the minutes now.
Luann has been posting them the day I sent them to her.
Ellen went to look and she said there weren't any since June 17th.
And then
Right there.
Oh, okay.
There they are, right there. And he's looking on 25, and the most recent one is
11/19.
Mhm.
Should I share the screen so Ellen can see it? I got
Oh,
it,
yeah, okay,
hold
yeah,
on.
cause she's.
You know what it is, you know what she's looking at the very end, there's the presentations, and that one was June, but those aren't minutes. That's probably what she saw,
Okay.
that was a presentation. Yeah,
That's great.
they're out there, yeah. No,
Thank you,
Luann has
Bonnie.
been very, very good, I've sent them to her, and they're right out there.
Okay.
And to address Dino and Jenny, I think all of us concerned about how this is managed. We have a great structure that we put in place, and this board was instrumental in bringing about the Economic Development Committee once again, little over a year ago. Well, the select board will oversee this process, of course. We have in place the Economic Development Committee, which will be the committee that on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis, as ideas develop, as we need to have public meetings, can flesh this out with residents. It's the place where twice a month or 2 weeks, we'll have a discussion about this. It'll be
Right.
on the agenda, and we can track progress and the way people are thinking and the ideas. And so I think we're in a good position to work together with the Select Board and Economic Development Committee to create that environment that Vino's talking about, which I know in talking to people who are handing out money. They want to be taken seriously, and they want us to take them seriously, and any money they give us, they want it taken seriously. And they're expecting a good plan, a plan that solves some of the issues that have, arisen over the years, with beach erosion, et cetera, runoff. And beyond that, they're looking for economic development. They're looking for
Right.
how you guys going to create revenue from this resource. And I think that's going to be an essential part of
Yeah.
how we put this plan together, because we're gonna have to satisfy that criteria if we have any hope
Yeah.
of actually getting money for the development.
Yeah, a lot of these federal programs give out these funds. It's all in the name of jobs. You know, they like to, they want to be able to go back to the taxpayers. Mostly our senators and congressmen, but they want to go back to our taxpayers and say, this is what we've done with your money. You know, we invested in this and this. These are the jobs that were created. These are the communities that were uplifted by this money. So, yeah, you're right, Charlie. They want positive
Yeah,
results.
it's just not a plan to, oh, we wanna make the beach
Right.
pretty.
Yep.
Okay, and we do wanna make the beach pretty and more practical, but this plan has to go beyond that to say, okay, to what extent is it going to be desirable enough for people to come and spend money?
Mhm.
Whether it's
Correct.
through concessions, et
Correct.
cetera.
Yep.
But before you get there, we need this feasibility study.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
That's
get the
right.
feasibility study
Right.
done.
Yep.
Then we can figure out what we can and
Can't
can't
do
do.
going forward.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the plan with the feasibility study is that we will create the plan. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
at the end of the $100,000, which
Yeah.
we pay half,
Yeah. Here's what's feasible.
there'll be a plan.
Right,
'Cause
here's
we-
what's feasible, look at what you wanna do or not do,
Mhm.
and then we take it to the next step.
Because we have to get DES to approve it.
Yeah.
Because of
Absolutely.
the waterfront. So that's
Yeah.
number one. It
And
has to be
that's-
approved.
And that's most important.
Yes.
The selectmen can jump up and down and say, we want this, and if the state, if environmental services says,
No.
no, you're not doing this, we're dead in the
So
water.
that's the big, that's one of the big reasons for this whole study. What can we do?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have anything else?
The Economic Development Committee came once a month or twice a month, well,
Let's not go overboard, Jenna.
came and made, updated the selectmen on where
So-
we're at and what we're doing.
So the trustees come to us quarterly.
Oh, there you go,
Yeah.
I think that would be
appropriate,
Yeah.
Kids don't
appropriate.
want to do it too often because then.
I'll go along with that.
Or if there's breaking news,
Yeah.
Like, we've
you-
been told to go forward and put
Yeah.
together the application for the grant. So there was a change. We've jumped to the next step.
Right,
So, this is the appropriate time to update everybody
sounds
moving
great.
forward.
Mr. Chairman, it sounds like a plan to me,
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
no, thank you, guys.
and that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Thank you.
So at this time, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Any further discussion? All in favor, say, let's get out of here.